Roger that. Get me. You ever seen Get Me Roger Stone? Do you know who Roger Stone is? No.
No, what's that?
Oh, Michael
Jackson
no,
album?
what's the documentarian?
Michael Moore. Yeah.
Michael Moore.
Oh.
Yeah, every year there's more of them.
Yeah, there was Bowling for Columbine.
That was
Great
good.
film.
Fahrenheit 9/11.
Did you watch that clip? That
The which?
Reggie and Anthony clip I seen?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
With
okay.
the thing. It's just a racist rant, is it?
Mm.
What,
Yeah.
what
Opie
does he
and
say?
Huh?
What does he say?
You know Anthony Cooper.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ah, he's just probably ranting about.
I
black
don't even
people.
remember how it comes up, but he's somehow relating Bowling for Columbine with the black people of America.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't remember how he does it, but it's just it's outrageous.
I mean, yeah, he's as quick as they come.
Yeah.
But the what?
It's quick.
As quick as they
Yeah. He's clued in.
I know how it sounds.
Yeah.
They're quick as well. Because there was a bunch of rambunctious teens outside the house last night.
Out here.
Yeah, outside on the street.
Oh.
And I was going to go out and give them a piece of my mind. And I had to put on my pants. I was going to go out with I had to put on pants.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
can't accost a bunch of teens
No.
in your underwear, I found out.
If you have to put pants on, I feel like you've already lost the high ground. I'm going to put my pants on and I'm going to show
I'm
those
gonna
guys
fucking
who's
go down
boss.
here. I'm going to finish my wank and then I'm going to come out and I'm going to... But I opened the door and then there's just like 7 or 8 rambunctious teens, as I said. And they're all just staring at me like this. And I just went, "You kids have a good night." And I just closed the door. And then there's the cunts upstairs who are Portuguese or something.
Right.
And I had to like... Huh?
Portuguese? Is that
Portuguese?
Yeah. Hey, that's your new term.
what's that a slow for?
Yeah.
Portuguese.
You damn Portuguese.
Oh,
The
God.
long-necked Portuguese.
Oh, they have some neck, all right. Keep me up at night. Portuguese. But I had to like open the door and shout up at these Portuguese, just fucking, "Hey, would you keep it down up there?"
No, but the funny thing was that I could hear them in my room, and I normally can't hear them. But I don't have access to the front, so I actually came and I was like, "Rob, can you hear those guys upstairs?" Because I was like, it's the chain of command.
Yes.
Yeah. You come down. He's the
you
daddy.
to the
I don't
chief.
have the accent, but then also the housemate who keeps shitting on the toilet. Rob has to come to me because he's blocked him on everything.
Watch your foot there.
So-
I blocked him
wait,
on. Watch your foot
You
there.
have a housemate.
Watch your foot there.
that's-
Fix your foot. I just want to make sure.
You have a housemate that
Yes,
you've blocked on
Chris.
everything.
Chris shits. This is the new segment.
Chris shits.
New segment of the pod. Chris shits.
He's back.
What's he doing?
He's back. So we have like a 60-year-old housemate downstairs. Did we talk about this last time?
You talked about a guy killing himself.
Oh yeah. He survived. That, unfortunately, we'd love for this guy to kill himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's holding on. I don't know why he's holding on.
The problem is he lives downstairs.
He's nowhere
notoriously
to
hard.
jump from.
Yeah.
If we could get him a few stories up, I feel like I do the old Vladimir Putin and fucking push him out the. Because if he killed himself, no one would question it. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad his life is.
They go fair enough.
They go, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but anyway, this is a running bit on the pod where he shits on the toilet seat, and we've had multiple confrontations about it. And the most recent one was the other day, and I confronted him again in the kitchen, and he was just like, "Hey man, I'm trying my best. I'm being fastidious about the poo on the toilet seat. I'm trying my best." And then I was like walking up the stairs, and he was like, "I'm at my bravest when I'm walking away from someone."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's when I'm tough.
Yeah.
And I'm walking up the stairs.
When you were walking back in the door from those rambunctious teens.
He walks backwards back into the room after us.
And I was just like, he's like, I don't know what to do, man. And I was just like, just stop fucking doing it.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just screamed. And I think Hamish was in his room, and Hamish was like, what? I was shouting at him. I was like, just stop fucking doing it.
Hamish wanking, going,
Yeah.
what the?
What?
Can he hear that?
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
But then there was shit on the handle, the flush handle.
How's he doing this?
Well, he's obviously just wiping the shit off with his hands.
Is it
I
that
don't know.
obvious?
I don't know.
Is
what
it
he's
like?
He's obviously got bad eyesight. Because the thing that's really frustrating is that he complains about us.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks we're the messy ones. We would do all this, but he like do the dishes. I had to like I pull dishes out of the cupboard and they're filthy still. Like he
Yeah.
needs his eyes checked.
Yeah.
Or he needs to be put in a home.
He needs to be put in a home.
Yeah.
And when I say a funeral home,
Yeah.
It's such a lovely Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, my wife actually
Yeah,
put in a
whoa.
home. Nursing home. All right, all right.
It's so
Getting respect around here.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he does need to be put in a funeral. But we had this discussion today that like the minute someone's cleaning up your shit, that's when you should be put down.
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
That's when you
like
stop
December.
being a valuable member of society.
I think the economy in the UK is really shitty at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's finding it harder and harder. But I think it should really just be made a bit worse just to get rid of people like him.
Oh,
yeah.
If he
them
can, if he can still hang on, because
Yeah.
the good thing about the economy being terrible is that all of the like people like him,
mm-hmm.
they just get
They get washed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people who just can't fucking.
onto the streets.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like survival of the fittest, or what's it? It's almost like eugenics in a way. You know what I mean? Is it?
not
No,
quite. I'd
not
say.
quite. Well,
I'm
you-
going to pull back slightly on that.
Wait, is eugenics, that implies that there's a racial element to
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
not always though, right?
Yeah, I thought
Is
it was.
Is it always race? No, I thought eugenics is just generally like picking and choosing
Eugenics.
traits that you like breeding out traits that you don't like. And it,
From-
it doesn't
from
have to be
genes.
race.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
long arms.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The Portuguese. Yeah. You're so right. There's not enough people standing up for eugenics nowadays.
I know,
Yeah.
There was someone gave it a bad name. I don't
Yeah.
know. I watched what did I watch last night again? Inglorious Bastards.
Hmm.
Great movie.
I watched that recently. as
Oh,
well.
it's
Yeah.
good. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buongiorno. But yeah, no, great fucking movie. The Jew Hunter is Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz is he's a solid fucking. I was watching this thing with Tom Cruise. He was talking about Mission Impossible. And like that cunt is fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
He does
Oh yeah.
all of his own fucking, like, they're talking about doing a
Yeah.
halo jump for
You
the.
seen that one where he broke his ankle jumping
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
the building?
Yeah.
And
But
he's
he's
like, and
wearing.
he knew it's the last take, so he had to like.
But it's
crawl
like the thing at the circus the other day. He was wearing a string, so it's not as.
a string.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was wearing a harness. So
Yeah.
it's
If
not
he was
as
just wearing a
impressive.
string, that's still pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
But we went to.
He had floss on his
Tits?
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But me and Hamish went to the worst circus ever there a few weeks ago.
I've not been to a circus. I'd say this century.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, are they
what do
still
they
going?
do now? Yeah.
Well, there's no animals anymore.
That
That
was the best part.
That was the best part. You have an
Yeah,
elephant
yeah.
and, you
Did
know,
they have clowns?
there was no
No, no
clowns.
clowns.
No clowns.
Maybe
Unless
we missed the
we-
clown.
maybe
we
you
were 20
opened.
minutes late.
Oh,
20 minutes late.
I
'cause
have a feeling there was no clown.
if you're gonna have a
But, like-
clown, he's not the opener.
They were saving a lot
No,
of money
he's not
because
the
the ringmaster
Mm.
also was the strong man. But the whole bit was that the strong man wasn't strong.
Yeah.
So like they
he's
were
like-
really cutting costs. Like
Yeah.
he'd pretend something was heavy, and then he had a little person come and show how like it was really light, and he'd be
Yeah.
like, "Hey man, you're ruining my
Yeah.
bit."
Ah,
But that was the bit.
There was
A
a
gag strong
dwarf
man,
though in
yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
oh, was there?
Yeah.
good.
No animals, but you have dwarves. That
Well-
sounds like I'm comparing them, but it's not. You know what I mean? I thought there was the same thing. Like, oh, you're fucking. You know, you're sort of what's the words?
You were saying that if you're gonna get rid of animals, you should make the whole circus woke. Is that what you're thinking?
That's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Roger. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You took the
indeed.
words out of my mouth. Yes,
Have
that's what I
a
want.
woman ringmaster.
Yeah,
have,
yeah. Female ringmaster.
female ringmaster.
I mean, it was quite a diverse. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit fucking dodgy racially. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
they
There was
had-
Oh,
an
really?
African dance like without in these terrible grass skirts and stuff. But I think there was maybe one African among them.
I think they're all
Oh, really?
dark-skinned Middle
Yeah.
Eastern men, but they're all
Yeah.
dressed as like Zulu warriors with the spears and doing an African sort of dance.
Yeah.
And then, but the dwarf guy stole the fucking show.
Oh my God.
Because what we were saying is that all the acrobats and stuff, like they're all wearing harnesses. Doing
Oh,
all the fucking
yeah.
thing. And
That's-
I could do that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
anyone
Like,
could
what
do
you-
that. What they're zip lining? What
Huh?
they're doing
yeah,
zip
like
lining.
this.
They're
Yeah.
basically just doing go ape above a
Yeah,
fucking
Exactly,
circus.
yeah. But I saw Cirque du Soleil, like, years ago, and no harnesses, and they're fucking.
They're sucking each other off
They're
in the air.
sucking each other off in the air. It's amazing. But this wasn't impressive. But the dwarf little fella, he wasn't using any harness.
No.
He was
Really?
He started running around in a circle with the what was it, like a big rope?
But also,
or
I don't
something?
think it would hurt that much
If he fell. Yeah, why do I feel like he would just?
That's your take.
Why do I feel like? I feel like he would just kind of like bounce for some reason. Like he'd bounce off the ground, and it wouldn't cause he'd be fine.
Well, less to fall, I guess.
Well, more to fall.
More to fall.
Yeah.
He's up high.
He's up high.
With
Oh,
the
he
rest
was
of them.
up on high.
He's dead. He's done for if he falls.
He's up in the thing, and he was fucking swinging
No.
around and fucking and then we saw him as we were leaving. We were like driving past
Yeah,
the
he
thing,
was
and
like smoking a
he was just
cigarette
out the
out
back,
the
just fucking smoking a cigarette. Like, fuck, man. Like you
Gee.
could tell, it's just like. And then we're trying to think like, how much are these fuckers getting paid for
Not enough.
this?
No.
Yeah.
Did you do that thing that people do after gigs where like you walk up to them and you go, "Oh, good set,
Good
man."
say. You were the funniest.
Yeah. I actually thought you were the best. Have you tried acrobating?
Yeah. And you just tussle
Yeah.
his hair and walk off.
It must be a really hard time now to be a circus strongman because you actually have strong men.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's strong now.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
many, like, you would have to be so impressively strong.
That's a
to-
strong
Yeah.
man argument, Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's fucking stupid.
But
yeah.
in the 90s, it would just have to be a guy who'd lifted weights once.
Yeah.
And he'd come into town and they'd be like, Jesus Christ, he's strong.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the lads in those photos just look like like a GA player, like. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like an
they
Aussie
do.
rules footballer. You're like, that's
Yeah.
not fucking impressive. I was saying Hamish looks like he could be a.
You could be a strong man,
He's
yeah.
got the mustache and the fucking.
You should slowly, without telling anyone, you should slowly launch the strongman look.
Yeah.
So like the next gig you're doing, you're wearing like belt and
Leotard,
braces.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And you're like, oh
I
no.
can't say leotard. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That would be a great look for you.
Yeah,
It would
I
suit
used
you
to.
perfectly.
I've dressed up at a like a party, like a strong man.
Really?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
must have gone down well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They went down well.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you could think a guy who they shoot a cannonball into your. That's an insult now at this stage, but you know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think that you need core strength to get the cannonball.
Yeah, when they get the.
Oh
strongman,
yeah,
they shoot a
yeah.
cannonball.
Is that the strong man that does that?
Well,
He's a big
it's not-
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not just any old guy.
No, it's
They're not getting a guy out
No,
of
but
the
there might be a
audience.
cannibal specialist.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
I
so?
don't-
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like that's that's two jobs. You're gonna get paid a lot more if you want to get. Like if
Yeah.
I'm lifting weights and I'm also gonna get a cannonball shot at me, I want
Right.
the big money.
danger
They could
money, I
shoot
think,
the
for that.
the little person at you. You know.
Would you
Yeah.
take that little person into
Yeah.
your...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that.
How do you think you'd feel if you like accidentally were responsible for his death? If he hits you, he dies.
Ooh, pretty powerful.
I mean, they've got pretty big heads.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they can. I think they can handle the impact. I feel like, but me, yeah. I mean,
they just make a hole in your body the shape of a. Little
oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this, like the
Bring
push
on
it
the wall.
into it. Yeah, yeah. But no, me and Hamish were thinking of starting our own little circus, and
That would be unreal.
yeah. Hamish would be a strong man,
Yeah.
and then I'd come out and I don't know, I'd do something
You
gay.
take a cannonball in the
Yeah.
eye.
Take a cannonball
I
in
will-
the arse. Yeah.
I will
I'd
suck off
shoot
any man.
Yeah, yeah. I will make
man.
any man in this room come.
Yeah.
I'd get them to shoot like.
I'll
immediately
make
into my
their
ass
cum
or something.
disappear.
yeah.
I can make your cock disappear with my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all
Look
too
inside my
great.
ass and see if the cum's there.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and it comes dripping out of your mouth. And they're like, what?
But yeah, like Hamish strong with me, and then we'd have like George, and he'd just be like, just come out.
He's
and be
one of
all
the animals.
flaky and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the freak
Incredible
show.
He's the freak
flaky
show.
man.
Yeah, the flakiest man in London.
Yeah.
Wheel him out in a cage like this,
Yeah,
just fucking.
In a cornflakes box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant-
Please, I need cream.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. And who else could we get? Ridwan as something, I don't know. Oliver
autistic-
Moore would be a good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like the youngest looking man, because he's like, he's 22, so he looks like a fucking infant. Like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we could make a pretty decent circus with the cunts that.
I do
We
think,
know.
yeah, like if you do comedy for any amount of time, the amount of absolute freaks you meet.
Oh, John Sharp.
Oh my god,
Oh my
yeah.
God, he'd be great.
Do you know what, John Sharp, he has a brain injury, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
If you heard who he thinks is
Yeah.
funny, you would believe it. Yeah.
But he is not even in top 10 people that I would guess had a brain injury based on seeing.
Oh, you haven't spoken to him long enough.
No.
Yeah, you obviously haven't spent more than 5 minutes with him.
They-
This is the amazing John Sharp, and you just
Yeah.
his thing in the circus is you just hit him with a bus, and he's like,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, there's 2 buses.
Yeah.
Or like it's one of those big circular things. He stands in the middle in like tiny, tiny buses, like
Oh,
like two
yeah.
little people
Oh.
in tiny buses are driving around him and dodging him in the in the globe, the
yes.
sphere.
Yeah. Oh, the like that like danger ball.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
That's
yes.
what,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
the big
He's
closer.
like,
at the circus.
no!
Yeah.
Bear with
Not
me.
again. yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
then they put a bear in the cage that he has to
Oh,
fight.
yeah,
Bear with
yeah.
me.
Bear
And he
with
keep- And
me.
he keeps saying, "Bear with me."
Well, that was
That's good. That is good. I don't
Yeah.
care what anyone says.
Yeah.
But
He's
being-
getting mauled to death by
Yeah,
a bear.
yeah.
He's like, bear with me.
And the authorities
getting
are
raped by a
outside.
bear.
The authorities are outside and saying, "I feel like we should intervene," but he keeps telling us we got away. You know?
He's just getting eaten by it. Bear with me. But like, I'm trying to think of his other fucking bits. I do this thing
this
where he-
bit is never taken off.
This bit has never taken.
Or that he actually gets like slung up into the air.
Yeah, he does. You know,
That oh
Yeah.
He
yes,
stands on the chair and flaps his
and he
arms,
does go up,
and he actually
Yes.
eventually does go up.
We need to cut to
Portuguese
footage of
man,
his,
fucking-
his set.
Huh?
For the audience to understand.
Hey, has
No.
he been on this?
Yeah, he was the first episode.
Oh yes, I've listened to that.
Yeah, it was an absolute car crash, bus
Yeah.
crash.
He was a bit annoyed, wasn't he?
Yeah, we got under his skin. Yeah, I mean George got under his skin.
It was the best opportunity he's ever had in comedy. I don't know why.
Yeah, probably.
And he blew it. But his other thing was like where he's in a room and he starts rubbing the walls and stuff for like a minute, and he just rubs. He's like, "I'm just getting a feel for the room." Yeah.
But there are people.
Genius.
There are people that you'll see doing open mics,
Yeah.
and you want to show them John Sharp's set, and
Yeah.
you want to say to them, "He has a brain injury. What's your excuse?"
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Because there are people that are worse than that.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are.
yeah.
And they
for
have
sure.
they have every mental faculty going for them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
and they've never even thought to feel a room.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, I mean, like the first time I did like Lions Den, which is when I first moved here, there was in the queue. Did you ever do Lions Den?
No, but I've heard it's horrible.
It's basically like it's like a care facility for mentally ill people.
Is that the one that anyone can do as long
Yes.
as they turn up?
You just have to show
Yeah.
up early as fuck to get on. It was one of the
Yeah.
first ones I did when I came to London.
You have to
'Cause
start.
I was
You have to
like-
queue at like 5 p.m. to
Right.
get on at set. It's
So
insane. But I got
You
there,
need to not have a job.
You need to
to
not have a
begin with.
job.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And there was like 2 guys in the queue who had like just been released from a mental hospital, and they met in the mental hospital, and they were like, they promised each other in the mental. They're both gonna start comedy. So this was like their first time doing, and like they were just full blown schizophrenic, fucking like insane. Some guy went on this, and he went on, I think,
Yeah.
and
I have one of his novels that he wrote.
huh?
I'm trying to find it, but he gave me a novel that he wrote.
Oh
A fantasy novel that I
It's a
need to find.
manifesto, I think. You think he's gonna shoot up a mosque or something. This guy went on and he snuck a bottle of wine into the venue, and he
Right.
just started going around being like, I'm gonna rape women. He just started. That was his whole thing. was
That's
that
his
he was-
opener.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm a drunken rapist.
That's just
Yeah.
the setup. Wait for it.
That's the setup.
yeah.
You have 2 comics in the back of the room and go, "Oh well, that's my opener." Go.
Yeah. Just start ripping
Damn
up
it.
notes, just fuck. Yeah, and like he's just like and it was like sometimes there'd be an audience and they're just like, what the? I mean, yeah, talk about a circus. Like he's just fucking. But like you can't get away with it when you look like him, because it's like, yeah, you could very well be a rapist. Like you look like
You have and you will again.
you've got
It's
the
that kind
energy
look.
of a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
of a rapist. Like, but yeah, there's those guys that obviously when you climb the ladder a bit and stand up, and then you don't see them for ages, and then you
Then
see them at a gig, you just go to do the open mic,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, wow, you're still going.
You're
like,
still here.
fuck. Like that's Poplar's a good place to. If you ever want to catch up on like who are the new insane retarded people on the scene,
That's the place to
Poplar
go.
Union on a Wednesday. It's just like, yeah, there's people in helmets and fucking they've got carers and
Yeah,
everything.
That's their
Dressed
bringer.
up as
Yeah.
dandies.
Yeah,
Just
if
like,
you want to hear some like good, like just rape jokes
Yeah.
or a few slurs, go down to fucking.
And I love it
That's
how
the place.
there's always like an open micer that is in full like costume. like they're about to shoot a special.
Or like
they
the
put
Indian
a
guy.
suit on. Yeah.
There was an Indian guy there, and he had a big like this is at a place called Poplar, and it's just like all open micers. It's in like a community center in the middle of a park, and it's bright outside. And he had a big camera set up, and he went on in like a 3-piece suit, and like he looked like an Indian Nick Cave, and he's just like, "You guys, what do you think?" And it was just like, dude, this is insane. Oh, speaking of insane people, me and Hamish saw a guy yesterday come back from the gym. The guy with the feet. It doesn't really narrow it down, but he had like his feet were like this. Like his feet were.
Yeah, they were fully
Oh,
pointed.
right.
in.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
like
yeah.
blow my fucking
No, like
ACL.
fully, like his knees were
his
touching.
toes were touching each other, like in like this. I don't know what's going on with his knees, but
Yeah.
his toes were fully like parallel with his shoulders, like.
Yeah.
And he was just like this. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, how do you know what I mean? How does
It's
that even
gotta-
fucking happen? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Do you think that that's the sort of thing where, to him, he sees somebody else who's even worse and goes, "Thank fuck I'm not them."
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like your legs would have to be pointed backwards to be worse.
Yeah, to be worse.
I think I have seen that. In fairness,
On the way here,
he could have been in the circus.
round him up.
Yeah.
Get him in your
Get him
crew.
in, yeah. Oh, yeah, get him into me and Hamish's circus.
I get him to Lions Den.
Yeah.
He'll have one hell of a set.
Oh, he would. One hell of a set of feet. But
What would his opener be? His opener would probably be something like, "I went out for a drink. I must have had more than I thought because I can't even walk straight."
yeah.
Something
Or
like
else it's
that,
Like,
yeah.
People say I can't dance. They say I've got 2 left feet.
I wish.
Yeah. Because his feet aren't. Yeah, they're just.
Yeah, they.
He doesn't. Yeah, he literally doesn't have a left foot because they're fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man. I don't know, but like I nearly blew out me fucking ACL there trying to fucking. I'm back in the gym.
Yeah.
Are
we're
you?
going-
Yeah.
You getting bulked up?
Yeah.
You do look. You look big.
But there's
yeah.
underlying muscle there from
Yeah.
fucking. Is that still a thing? That
Oh, yeah,
just-
and it-
hides underneath.
Oh, for
the
sure,
fat
and it
the
also
tits.
comes back very quickly. If
Yeah.
You use the
Oh, the
That's
muscle
not-
memory.
That's not bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
Nice
yeah, not
one.
bad. Everyone try. I was at some gig and they like to. Ridwan Hussein likes to show people my MMA fight on YouTube, and they all make fun of me for the way because I got the shit beaten out of me, and they're all making fun of me the other night. They were like, "Oh, I'm mimicking the way I was moving." I was like, "Do you want to slap? Like, is this, is this where this
Honestly,
is
like-
going? Like,
Ridwan was doing this.
yeah." And then Retard Rob, the Romanian kid.
Ridwan, he wouldn't stand a chance against anyone, I imagine.
No.
Like,
No, he could. Yeah, he couldn't fight his way out of a fucking wet paper bag. Do you know what I mean?
and he's watching you.
Yeah,
probably
Well, he
be-
fancies himself as a bit of a fucking.
Really?
Yeah, well, he's into it, and then what?
Well, we all know that.
Is yeah, but I don't know. Have you ever been punched?
Oh
before?
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What
Just
happens?
playing rugby.
Oh, huh?
Just playing rugby, where like somebody would go a bit too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody wouldn't you wouldn't
The Rock.
disengage or whatever or fucking.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And then
You used to play rugby.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
a good
Position
fucking
where-
frame, like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flanker?
yeah. No, I think we talked about this last. I used to be tight head prop. I used
No.
to, yeah, I used to be much bigger.
That's right.
I used to be 18
'cause I
stone.
was the same.
But
totally.
yeah,
Used
but
to be
but
18 stone.
yeah. But I literally was only.
How many kilograms is that?
Oh,
Oh, that's
I don't know. I do everything.
18
in-
fucking 18 stone. Like that's.
It's a lot.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot for
Try
a
and look it up.
child. The
Is it-
but
I was
it's a
7.
lot for 2 children.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
If 2
yeah.
children stepped on the scales, you go, one
Yeah.
of you needs to lose a lot of weight.
Yeah. Because my little brother is like a rugby prodigy now, and he's
Ooh,
in.
That's 114
Yeah.
kilograms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane. Because I'm like
Yeah.
93 at the moment, or 92.
I will say.
I'm 19 stone at the moment.
Right.
Oh, there you
So
go.
you were the size of Hamish when you were what?
Pretty much.
That's insane.
When you were what age?
Like let's say 14. Let's say.
Jesus.
But imagine no muscle, all fat.
Yeah.
But
It's hot.
it was literally the only reason
You're like just a move it like a walking tit.
yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the guy from Dune. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would just.
You are a dude.
The only
Yeah.
reason I would just
Doing a
sweat
kebab.
constantly.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I was any good at rugby. People would go to tackle me.
Oh, and
just-
you'd be slippy.
Oh, just slim.
Yeah, because like hairless. Because you were hairless.
Yeah.
Nice.
The
They were
As
just yelling
soon-
to take your jersey off.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
fucking take it off, man. As soon as other people started to hit puberty, I just gave up because I was shit.
Yeah,
Like,
this is the thing. My brother is he's like in this school specifically for like fucking rugby fucking prodigies.
That's what they
And he's
say,
like-
but they just all wear helmets.
They just all wear.
It's just a nicer
We
way of
just
putting
tell them
it.
that.
Yeah. No, you have to wear this because
Yeah.
you're a rugby
Yeah,
prodigy.
but
Yeah, you're a rugby savant.
Yeah.
Just put on this bib. This is your coach. And it's just
Yeah.
your carer, like.
Yeah.
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 But
these are your steroids. They're just giving him like.
like sedatives.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, cause he's like, I don't know what he is now. Is he 12? He'd be 13 in November.
Oh well, it's your
But he's like,
little brother.
there's the kids that are, because he's so good, he's like been put in with like the 14-year-olds and stuff. But these cunts have hit puberty.
Yeah.
And they look like 30-year-old men. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like
Yeah.
fucking this, and they've got fucking facial hair. Meanwhile, my little brother's just is still like, it seems like that's a kid. He's
Yeah,
just training
yeah.
with
I
his
remember that
fucking-
shit because my brother was 2 years ahead of me in rugby.
Yeah.
And so I would play my games, which are earlier, and then the coach, they didn't have enough players in my brother's team, and the coach would always beg my step. He's like, "Can Hamish please play on our team as well?"
Really, yeah.
So I'd finish one game with people my size, then have to go and verse these giant, and you fucking feel it. Like,
Yeah.
you feel
yeah.
puberty
You
is
feel the puberty.
oh, you can
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
the puberty. But like, it was brutal. Like, it was just like you would get like I remember getting knocked out once without even being hit in the head. Just
the
like,
body just-
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
like waking up and just like what? But I could
Yeah.
never come off. Like my stepdad would have been.
You're
he
a
would have.
pussy
He
if-
would have.
Yeah.
He would have
Yeah.
made me walk.
But this is
home
back
with,
in the
like,
day
yeah,
when concussions and stuff were like, because I remember
just
like
walk it off.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
I remember
they don't
getting-
exist.
I remember like in football, like just fucking like soccer, like fucking a ball coming in and I went to head it and then someone went to kick at the same time and just kicked me in the head and like
Ooh.
proper got my bell rung and it was like, "You good?" And I'm like, yeah, fine. And then you just play the rest of it and your head in the ball and everything with a fucking
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
insane. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking. Did you ever get a concussion when you're playing?
No, I remember one guy, probably smallest guy in the team. I just remember him getting fucking absolutely decimated.
Oh yeah.
And like, it's the thing of it tells you how bad it has to be that even a bunch of kids were like, "That's not that
That's
funny."
not-
You
Yeah,
know,
right.
like, is it,
Oh,
or like,
yeah.
as in, we're you know, at first you're like, "Ha!" You're like,
Oh, he's not moving.
"Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I don't know about
You
this."
just get
now."
knocked out
There
cold.
was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
that little kid in the team that would just get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would always go the hardest too.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd
But-
always just run full tilt at like the biggest guy.
But aren't they in a position like Peter Stringer? Like he was I'm pretty sure he was a little person. Was he Peter Stringer?
Peter Stringer, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
he works in a
Irish rugby
circus.
He's
player.
an
now.
Irish rugby
Yeah,
player, but
yeah.
he was like a dwarf. Like you know
He was a
Yeah.
small lad. Yeah.
yeah.
Halfback.
Where, what?
I'm assuming he was a halfback. That's usually what they
I,
put.
th- I thought you were saying like
no, that's
like
the
a,
position.
I thought for a second I thought you were saying like a Middle Earth thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like a
no,
Of
middle-
like, yeah. Oh, he's a
What do you-
It's
what
halfback.
do you
the
call-
halfbacks.
Yeah.
What do you call the person who puts the ball in at the scrum? Fly half?
Oh,
Fly half, is it?
Okay, we call that a halfback in Australia.
Yeah, fly half.
That would be it.
Stringer,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
He's
that's
the
him,
small
yeah.
guy,
They're
he
always the
runs
little
around.
guy. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
fucking
But like,
getting fucked up.
yeah, but there's like something came out there with all the English players who won like the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup in 2006, and like half of them were like, I can't remember. Winning the
neither
World
can
Cup.
they.
Yeah. They're like, I can't remember winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
And they're like, they've fucking dementia now.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking, like it's insane. Like, but
Fuck.
yeah, like, but you can get, just from getting hit in the body, because it's a concussion is like your brain hitting,
Going
your
back and
skull,
forth, yeah.
going back and forth. So like, yeah, the myth of like you have to be hit in the head to get one is like, is gone. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I think the thing as well is because when it happens to you when you're a kid, you're used to seeing people get their head hit in cartoons.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're like, well,
It's like
that's normal.
boing,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like a bird.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm fine. I don't
Yeah.
see the birds.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
hear the I can't hear the cartoon referee
Yeah,
Yeah,
ringing
exactly.
the bell, so I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny probably has a fucking CTE now, I'd say.
Yeah.
doesn't he?
He's been
Or-
cancelled.
I used to think
Oh,
the
has
same
he?
about.
Yeah, yeah.
Has Bugs
Bugs
Bunny been
Bu- he's
cancelled?
been
What did he-
cancelled.
Was it a Me Too?
He-
thing?
Yeah, he dressed up as a woman. Right.
Right.
He's not
we all do
trans.
that.
He's not trans, I should say.
Right.
Dressed up as a woman, and he got off with Elmer Fudd.
No way.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But what's wrong with that? Oh, because Elmer Fudd, is that a child?
Elmer Fudd didn't know.
You didn't
Oh,
consent.
because
Yeah.
he didn't consent to.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that is a big debate. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
should you tell someone?
Well, craziest thing is Elmer Fudd as well. He was trying to kill Bugs Bunny.
Was he?
And a lot of
What
people,
was his beef with Bugs Bunny?
a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's a hunter. He's just hunting the rabbit." It's
Yeah.
to keep him quiet because he doesn't want to getting out.
That he had sex with a man.
He had sex with a male rabbit dressed as a female rabbit.
As a female. Oh God,
Yeah.
man, that's after putting a bit of wind in my sails there. But yeah, if Elmer Fudd, because Elmer Fudd was always trying to kill Bugs Bunny, was he? Yeah. I mean, like that. Talk about like that's It's like the thing of like just a guy who kills a hooker in a motel or whatever.
That's what he did.
And he would have buried him out in the fucking wood. You never see those guns anymore. The ones with the big.
Oh, the big
The ones you can tie the end of the barrel in a knot.
well, they actually stopped. They stopped using them because of that.
Oh, because of the Elmer
at the
Fudd
very
thing?
start of the Vietnam War, the U.S. military was still using them. But what would happen is the Viet Cong would tie the barrels of the gun.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, these things are outdated.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, like, because we went to see Warfare the other night, this movie.
No, what's that?
It's basically, it's directed by this guy Alex Garland, who directed, like, Ex Machina and Civil War.
Oh,
and
yeah.
But it was also co-directed by a guy called Ray Mendoza, who's an Iraq veteran. And it's based on, like, this true story where, like, these Americans... It's hard to have sympathy for when it's, like, Americans that are in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They're going in, and then they're in this house... Because they're surveilling the fucking whatever. Who's in Afghanistan? The Taliban?
Well, they were
good lads.
They were setting up
lads,
there was a sniper team that was setting up to like they basically took over like a house, like a family. They put them like in the basement, and they're using it as like to
cover
to snipe
whatever.
from.
Yeah. And then the Taliban cotton on to the fact that they're in this house, and they just get ambushed. And it's hard because the guy from Heartstoppers is in there.
Really?
Yeah, the guy Kit O'Connor.
What's his role in it?
He's just blowing all the guys.
He's having while this war is going on, he's having a tender coming of age.
Yes, exactly.
And he's like, I think I'm in love with you.
I think I'm in love with Sergeant Murphy.
Yeah.
Now's not the time for your fucking gay love story.
We're being attacked by the Taliban.
Yeah.
I just think it's okay for you and me to love each other.
Yeah.
And
Love
I don't
is
care
love.
what our parents say. I don't give a shit, Sergeant.
Yeah, he comes out to his mom over the fucking walkie-talkie like,
Put my mom on the phone. Mom, I'm gay.
Yeah.
I'm gay. And that's why the Taliban are here, because I'm gay. I love you either way, son.
Yeah, Heartstoppers. You could also, it's like slang for a fucking a bullet or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Heartstopper. But anyway, so they get surrounded by the Taliban, and then I just thought it'd be so funny if like one of the Marines just whips out one of those Elmer Fudd guns.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I didn't get is they keep calling in like this thing called a use of a show of force.
Yeah, what is that?
So and it's just a jet that comes down and comes really close to the enemy and just shows them like it's like look out like we'll do something if you don't behave now we're gonna.
Yeah.
But it didn't really seem to have any effect.
No, they're expecting the
It would
Taliban
just
to
blow
be
a lot
like,
of wind like
Yeah.
oh get away.
they're expecting the Taliban to be like, oh shit.
It's like the equivalent of like when a kid could ride up on their bike and kind of do a skid out right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like just
Kind of like
and
that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh,
kind
this
of
kid doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
We should bounce.
It's
Yeah.
it's like telling somebody that my older brother will
Yeah,
beat you
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he's
my
not here
dad's
now.
stronger than
Yeah,
your
my
dad.
dad's
Yeah,
stronger
yeah.
than your dad. Yeah. That's basically it because the show of force didn't work.
It didn't
They all
work.
survived. One fella lost his legs, I think, and
Not
also
good.
lost his voice. Apparently, I looked it up afterwards. I don't know how he lost his voice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was singing too much or whatever.
Legs gone. Well, at least I still have
my
my
voice.
He was screaming a lot.
He was screaming a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they just meant just for a few days.
Yeah.
He lost
Oh,
his
maybe he
legs
lost
for
his voice
life.
from screaming.
Oh.
He's like, my legs.
Yeah, no, the family were like, no, he's doing much better. He used to be screaming my legs on hours on end.
They're like, thank God he lost his voice. He was really giving us a real headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the Louis bit where it's like, he's like, of course, but maybe. And he's just like, of course it's sad if you're a veteran and you give your life for your country and you get shot. He's like, but it's not weird if you go to someone else's country with a gun and you shoot at them.
yeah.
I was thinking, but it wasn't like it wasn't. A lot of the times, those war films are just so obviously pro-war.
Do you think that was pro-war or warfare?
No, because there wasn't anything particularly heroic about the way it ended or anything. Like it was all like it was just a disaster.
If anything, it was showing you like maybe don't go to war.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is what happens to.
Yeah.
And the movie starts with them all gathered around a TV, singing Call on Me. They're watching that video where it's like.
Oh
The
yeah.
hot girls
Oh,
from
Eric Prydz.
Eric Prydz,
Yeah.
And they're like, call on me. And apparently that was like, I looked it up afterwards. Apparently like that was the anthem of like the U.S. Armed forces in Afghanistan. Was that song by?
Do you know that song?
Is it armed because they're legless?
What?
They've all lost their legs.
There's a bunch of like guys like the Nazi zombies in Call of Duty.
They're like, we found a role for you, soldier. You were going to be the gunner in
Yes.
the tank. You won't need your legs. We'll just
You're only
pop you up
we'll
the
just
top.
sit you up in the turret.
Oh, like
Yeah,
R2D2?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what is it, R2? The Taliban are here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kit O'Connor would be.
Never tell me the odds. The guy from Heartstoppers is C-3PO.
Oh yeah, because he's gay.
Oh no, the Taliban.
Oh no, the Taliban. Yes. Yeah.
It does look like Tatooine.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the Taliban.
No. The Iraq
Afghanistan,
looks like. Yeah.
Is that a place in Star Wars?
Yeah, whatever.
See, I'm not
Whatever
really familiar with
I think
Star Wars.
I probably used the
I
wrong
thought
planet.
you were gay.
Yeah. What is this? Yeah. No, I was never a big Star Wars guy. More Lord of the Rings, but yeah.
You have to pick one or the other.
You have to
Yeah,
pick one
of
or the
course,
other.
of course.
Yeah. What
It's
are you?
Catholic or Protestant.
Yeah, it's Catholic or Protestant. Yeah.
I think I probably am. Do you know what I am? I'm Matrix, I think.
Oh, that's
I
a
was
fucking
very
curveball.
into the Matrix.
Yeah.
As a,
Was it you that
no.
told me that there was guys in your school who dressed up as guys from the Matrix, or was that someone else?
I don't know if I told you that, but there definitely were.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were. There
Oh, yeah,
were.
every school has those kids. The trench coats in
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
I had a joke
Yeah,
I
they're
could
just
I could
trans people,
I had a joke that I could never get to work
Yeah.
about the way like those lads in in America they're the school shooters.
Yes.
And they're the equivalent in Ireland would be just two nerds coming in with Hurleys and trying to beat everyone up.
Oh, right, 'cause
'Cause-
they don't have access to
Yeah,
guns.
yeah,
What
yeah.
are Hurleys?
They just like
We have a sport called hurling, so it's a bit like it's basically just a bunch of anorexic people.
yeah running
hurling.
around. Yeah, yeah.
Because it's getting sick. I don't know. That was a real swing, but we have like these sticks. It's like I don't know how do you fucking describe hurling to fucking.
Unfortunately, when you tell anyone who's not from Ireland, it does sound like something a racist would make up about Irish people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, their national sport is running around hitting each other with sticks. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, I think you'll find it is, yes.
It's like Quidditch.
yeah,
It's like Quidditch. It's like
Hit each
Quidditch.
other with it?
You
Yeah,
can,
it's like Quidditch,
yeah.
except you're not on a broom, obviously.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
but you have sticks and you're chasing after a little.
Yeah.
What's it called? The snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little like a little hurley bot.
Someone who
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
who went to
some
the
rat.
police.
Yeah. And
It's a little
the-
bit-
Yeah.
Johnny Tight Lips, and they're running after the slitter. And
what the fuck his mouth?
Well, if you have a name
Sally
like
doesn't have
that,
tight lips.
if you have a name like that, where you're gonna have to try.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But they chase after this little schlitter, isn't it? Is that
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
called? Schlitter, and then you have to get it, and then you have to knock it into the other goal or whatever.
Yeah.
So do you think Quidditch actually was based a little bit on that? Do you think that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's
the theft
possible.
of that is probably J.K. Rowling's greatest crime.
Yes, I
I
think
think
so.
so.
Did you see what happened there during the week with her?
Where she put the picture up with the cigar. Is that
Yeah, did you see that?
So what'd she do?
So it's the UK Supreme Court.
Oh
ruling.
yes, okay. So
Yeah.
she's celebrating.
She's celebrating.
Yeah,
She has
yeah.
a cigar and a glass of champagne. She's like, I
Yeah.
love when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Like from the
Wow.
fucking the 18.
Yeah.
Just
She-
like
Nice.
I.
You see, a lot of people are upset that Snape is black in the series that they're doing.
The-
They've cast
Yeah.
a black guy for Snape.
But they're all.
People like,
they never think through these casting things because they're like, who will we cast? Who will we like recast as black? The guy everyone's suspicious of for the
Yeah,
whole.
no, exactly.
Yeah, it's
It's-
like
Yeah.
it's
and
like,
also like is bullied, brutal. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
change the dynamic of that a lot.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
should
Who
they
should-
have made black?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore
Yeah.
could be black. I'm a gay black man.
Exactly.
Oh.
And you
They
get
fucking killed
you
two
get
birds with one
Morgan
stone there.
Freeman to do it.
Yes.
To be
Cause
Dumbledore.
what are the fucking what's that that film, the prison film, the Stephen King novel?
Oh,
Sorry, Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So Red, Morgan Freeman's character, was originally an Irish guy with red hair. That's why his name's Red. But they
Right.
cast him for it, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can play white characters. He can play Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play Ron.
Yeah, yeah.
But then
Harry,
you
I
get
don't
Tim
think you
Robbins
should.
As, Tim Robbins as Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know. Is Tim
Oh,
Robbins the guy
yeah,
from-
yeah, yeah.
Is he the guy from?
Yeah, he's the guy in.
And just to spice things up, they throw in the sisters from Shawshank Redemption. You know,
they're
guys.
Crab and Goyle. They're the bullies. And there's a lot more rape.
Yeah.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Severus rape.
Yeah. Did you know I know a Dickies removus charm?
Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Someone's hymen. I don't know. Wait, Expelliarmus is there where you get rid of something, isn't it?
You unarm their wand.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Yeah.
Expelliarmus. We do that on a few people we know. But
Oh,
so there's Expelliarmus, Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, yeah.
Is it? Did she come up with these names just by like punching a keyboard or something? I don't know.
There's a lot of Latin.
It's Latin,
yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Like, I personally think her boyfriend probably wrote it all, and she just
yeah. What great man did she steal all these fucking ideas from?
You know, there has to be something.
Yeah.
Do you know what'd be funny if she like to write? Because I think she used J.K. Rowling because it's more likely to sell better if people don't know that it's a woman.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
So do you think it'd be amazing if she even had to dress up as a woman to write it? Like she had to go trans just to.
Right.
She basically, and that's what like.
That's why she's so against it.
Yeah. She's worried that other women are gonna.
So you think that she might actually be a man?
You know,
Yeah.
I always think she has that bit in it where Hermione turns into a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. What
They
happened?
drink like a potion.
Yeah, because she gets some cat hair and because you're supposed to get some DNA of the. It's interesting that DNA is still part of the magic world.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That is an interesting demarcation.
Yeah,
of like, no, this is just hard
Science.
Muggle science.
Yes. Yeah.
This is Muggle science.
Muggle science.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you know,
Trust the science.
Yeah. Before Muggles discovered DNA, the Wizarding Kingdom, you could do whatever you wanted and get away with it.
Yeah.
That's why they hate Muggles.
Yeah.
Why?
Because wizards, they're naturally want to commit crimes without any any trail.
When you've got spells like that, you're gonna be, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're
I
gonna be
couldn't
doing
trust
all-
myself with spells where you could fucking
There-
make shit fly and.
There must
disappear.
be like an abortion spell, surely.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
think?
Expelliarmus.
Oh yeah, you think that's what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
Expelliarmus.
put it right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you use the one.
Expelliarmus. You're
Yeah.
not casting a spell. You're just putting
You're
the
just
wand up
putting
there.
the wand up there.
You're
Yeah.
skewering a baby.
Oh, imagine putting like a wand up your arse and then fucking like doing a spell.
Oh,
Like,
God,
what
yeah.
would be a good spell if you stuck the wand in your arse?
Like
and
well, you could use
Spectral
it for.
Petroleum. What was that one?
That's where so that's like where the thing comes out of the top of the wand.
The animal, your spirit animal.
Yeah.
Oh, you could shoot a fucking badger into your arse.
Yeah. You go do it.
A gerbil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, or like a hedgehog.
Is
or
it
something.
Richard Gere's
Something
Patronus?
spike-
Is it fucking a gerbil going up your ass?
Yeah.
Expecto
It goes up the Dementor's asshole.
Yeah.
I'd have to go into one of the Harry Potter stores in London and then just be like, just walk in and then you're like, oh, where's the wand section? And then, oh, it's over there. And then you get a wand and you walk up to it and you go, do you have a fitting room? Just this ramming a fucking wand up your arse.
I have a medium to normal size rectum. Which wand would you
Yeah,
recommend?
which wand would
The-
you recommend? Yeah. And you bring it back because you're like, yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just slipped out.
Oh, right.
It
Yeah,
just slipped
yeah,
right out. I'm going to
Yeah.
need one size up, maybe two sizes up.
Yeah. But she's like still making money from
Oh my god.
the.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She
She's
doesn't
making
really,
more money
the-
than she would like. Yeah, she's doing.
Was it-
Grand.
Yeah.
she wrote those other books.
She
Yeah, she did. I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come out.
That she
that's-
raped someone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
with
so.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Ah.
They definitely. This is what we should do. We should try and find some connection between her and Brand, and we should like get her, or if we could get her on the
hair's the same
Epstein.
length.
Yeah.
They go to the same barber.
They both look kind of similar.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Who's fucking J.K. Rowling? Does she have a husband?
She does. I think she does have a husband. Yeah.
Imagine
She-
being J.K. Rowling's husband. Like, you know what I mean? You're just.
Oh, honey, you're a multimillionaire. Can we maybe get off Twitter?
Yeah.
Just for a second. No, I fucking need
Does she
to-
have kids?
Yeah, I think she does as well.
God, it'd be great if there was like
One of the kids was trans.
like
Yeah.
the Elon Musk thing.
That would be cool.
That's
yeah.
what I've always thought about these people who were like very anti, you know, like Matt Walsh and all these fucking conservative guys. If they had a gay kid, or
They're
trans
making it
kid.
more
Yeah.
likely.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure if
Fuck
Elon
you,
Musk
Dad.
wasn't the way he was, that his like it's just a rebellion. I feel like.
Yeah.
If you're named X and your dad's Elon Musk, you're like,
You're
how
asking.
can I
Yeah.
piss this guy off?
You're asking for your kid to be non-binary when you give them a name.
Oh, yeah.
like an X or something.
I think Elon just keeps having kids because he wants one other one to be autistic, and they keep coming out non-autistic.
Oh right,
and
okay.
he goes, I can't relate to you.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not want to go to Mars?
It's it's
Yeah, he's just trying to build.
it's like a guy who like like a guy who really wants a son, but he keeps having daughters. He
Yeah,
wants a
yeah.
son that he can like bring to baseball
That's why he's
games or
doing
whatever.
artificial. He's doing like Neuralink, so he can just like make it how he wants. He can just upload the code. He's like, let me just code you.
Make you
Yeah.
autistic.
Yeah, my son now, he's seen every bit of hentai.
Yeah.
He's seen all
he's
the
well versed in
hentai.
hentai.
It's very good.
Do you know there's an interview with Tucker Carlson where and we get into Tucker Carlson interviewing McGregor, but did you watch that? No.
No.
But there's an interview with Tucker Carlson and Elon Musk, and his kid fucking wanders into the X walks into the room, and he sits on Elon Musk's lap, and then he's like, "And what's your name?" And the kid's like, "Hey," he can't even say his own fucking name. But
Is that
goes
true?
by, yeah. He goes by X, but
Yeah.
he tries to say his full name. I got that's on his birth certificate. But he's like, "Hey," and then it's just like, "Yeah, forget it." But Tucker Carlson interviewed McGregor in the Freemasons Hall in Dublin.
Right, okay, yeah.
Is that what, do you know where that is?
I know, no.
But the Freemasons Hall came out and they were like, we didn't
That's
know.
what someone, a member of the Freemasons, would
It's
say.
yeah.
I don't know.
What's that ring?
No, yeah. Sorry, oh yeah. The fucking
I have to
handshake.
go.
Yeah.
So then the Freemasons Hall came out and they were like, we didn't know that they booked it under some other name.
They
We
did
kn-
know.
They did
know.
know. Yeah, they did
These
know.
guys run the world.
Yes.
And these two are turning up. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? The
Yeah.
Freemasons have fallen off.
Yeah.
If they're like, we didn't even pick up on somebody using our own booking system
Yeah.
under a fake name.
Yeah, but like because the Freemasons are like, you can't tell people you're a Freemason, can you? You're not supposed to. It's
yeah,
like,
I think
it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. Like,
I think so.
You're like, you just have the tattoo, and it's all about like, what are the sort of tenets of fucking Freemasons? Is it like,
You have to believe in a god.
right, just any gods?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, and then it's all about sort of having male, being hyper masculine or whatever, and being like a, what's the word?
Is it the stone? Is like
Noble
the stone
and
stoic.
stoic.
Yeah. Simpsons? That's what that's about, right?
Yeah.
It's like being stoic and all this sort of stuff, and
You know the first and possibly last, I don't know, but female stonemason or Freemason rather was from Cork.
really, yeah.
Yeah, because one of the rules was that if you witnessed the ceremony in secret, you then got to become one.
Oh,
Wow.
right, okay.
And she snuck in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
It's kind of like being gay. If you witness
yeah.
two gay guys having sex, I think that's how it used to be back when it was taboo.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you saw one.
Yeah,
That's
and like in really Islamic
Yeah, it's
countries
like
where you can
vampires.
get killed, if you
It's
see
like-
two guys fucking, if you walk in on two guys fucking, yeah, you have to become gay now because
Blood
because
and
you
blood
get-
out.
And then
yeah.
if you kill the alpha gays, it frees all
They
of them.
all.
yeah.
Yeah. We've been searching for the original gay man.
Yeah.
It's a reboot of Van Helsing. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
looking
Oh,
for the
yeah.
original gay man. If I can kill the original gay man,
Yeah.
all the rest will become straight.
Yeah, drive a stake through his arse.
Yeah.
But the
Oh, keep going.
yeah.
That's right, Van Helsing.
No.
Who do you
Don't
think
mind
spread
me.
this rumor? It was me.
Yeah, my heart is in my arse.
Yeah. You believe that shit, Van Helsing?
But so yeah, the Freemasons were like, yeah, McGregor. We didn't know McGregor and Tucker Carlson were doing the interview, and McGregor is just like McGregor. Now I think he gets all his kind of like right wing talking points. The only thing he has is immigration and housing, right? And that they're
Yeah.
giving all the houses to the immigrants, right?
He doesn't speak up a lot about rape.
He doesn't. He doesn't talk
No.
about rape. Yeah, you'd think his big thing would be like, domestic abuse and
Protecting
women and stuff.
women, yeah.
But he at one point he just calls that gets brought up, sort of hinted at, and he calls it a hit job.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh,
a hit.
wow.
That's a hit.
Yeah, they did a fucking hit job on me there a few years ago. It's like, no, he got found guilty of rape, but what I realized is that all of his talking points that he gets, because Tucker Carlson, he starts spouting all this anti-immigration stuff about immigrants and the numbers of immigrants, and Tucker Carlson kind of goes, wow, this is, and Tucker Carlson just believes everything.
Wow, I don't believe it.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Immigrants in Dublin.
Yeah. And he goes, and how did you find this information? And McGregor just kind of, yeah, and he just dodges the question. 'Cause
Yeah.
What I realized that he gets all of his information just from people he does blow with. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's doing coke in the jacks of his pub, and someone's like, "Yeah, did you hear that about your man, the immigrant stabbing your one?" And then that's McGregor gets all his information from there. And he also wants to run the country like his pub in Drimna. That's what I feel like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like, "Yeah, you're birds." Like, just, do you know what I mean? That's how he wants to run.
Yeah.
He wants to run.
He
Ireland
wants to bar immigrants. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah. But he's just the stuff is just like, do you know what I mean? Like he at one point he says, because to run for president in Ireland, you have to do your Oireachtas or something, and you have to be
Oh, you have to get like a certain number of nominations.
Nominations from people that are already
Prima
in
noctis?
government. Huh?
Yeah. That's what he thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah.
But to get nominated to be able to run for president, you have to get nominated with people who are already in government by the Oireachtas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you also have to have like 4 counties or something like or something like that. There's the Oireachtas, and there's also like 4 county councils have to vouch for something like this.
Yeah.
And he was like, and no one will vouch for me, and then so I can't run for in America. Anyone can run for president. You can just be like, I'm running for president, and then whatever. Like Kanye West was like, I'm running for president. But in Ireland, you have to do this, and then Tucker Carlson was like, well, I thought Ireland was a democracy, and McGregor's like, yeah, it's not a democracy, it's not. And it's just like, no, it is. They just didn't. No one wants to be associated with.
It's just one of the rules. One of the many rules we have, like not raping people.
Yeah.
One of the many rules.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
Yeah. I'm telling you now, they won't even let you rape a woman.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's like saying that like immigrants are like a threat to women and stuff.
Yeah.
And but also his thing was like, do you remember that Algerian fella stabbed the little girl up at yeah, and he was just like, so this Algerian fella stabbed a girl and like a kid at some school or whatever. I think he was just like mentally ill. Like, do you know what I
He
mean?
just went into a school and just.
I think that he had the decency to wait until the kids were.
He's checking his watch.
Yeah, he didn't want to interrupt the classes or whatever. Yeah, education's
It's
important.
nearly 3 p.m.
Exactly. Yes, he was waiting outside the gate. And he was like, "Oh, you're waiting for your kid?" And I was like, "Yeah, sort of." And the kids came out, and then he like started stabbing the kid with a knife or whatever. And as you do, and then McGregor, all these riots broke out, and then McGregor tweeted something like, "We're at war with the I don't know what that meant with the government or whatever." And then people blamed him for like. That was like our January 6th.
Was there a lot of violence against like Algerians after that?
Just any immigrant, like
Yeah.
they're like people are like anyone who's not white, don't go out tonight in Dublin. They're burning buses and flipping cars. And McGregor says that McGregor implied that he was in the White House and that Israel and Palestine was brought up, and he just goes, "Talk about a genocide. There's a genocide in Ireland. There's a genocide against Irish people." He was implying that.
Oh my god!
There was a genocide against Irish people in Ireland. He was basically saying that the white replacement theory is happening. And Tucker Carlson goes, "Why isn't anyone? You should overthrow the government." Tucker Carlson says to McGregor, "You should overthrow the government. Why isn't anyone doing that?" And McGregor's like, "You know, you can't. You
can't be doing that."
Yeah, but then Tucker Carlson goes, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't be putting you in.
I shouldn't be putting
those words. You know what I mean?
shouldn't be putting ideas in your head."
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
You see McGregor going, I didn't even think of that.
Jeez, that would be great.
Yeah.
Get him in the octagon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He just literally fights his way through.
Yeah.
It's like Street Fighter.
Yeah,
It's like, your next opponent
he is such
governor of.
He gets out his phoning up, Dana, I want the government in the octagon.
Irish government.
Get the fight on the card. Get it.
Alright guys, that was Roger O'Sullivan. His Instagram will be in the show notes along with a link to the Patreon. If you want to keep listening to this episode, there's an extra 30 minutes. It's fucking fantastic. I was like, it's a shame that this is behind the paywall, but you know yourself, girls gotta eat. It's €3.50 a month. There's like 100 and something episodes on there now. It's great stuff. What else? I have a work in progress on the 1st of May. 1st of May? Yes, 1st of May at the Bill Murray. And then also one on the 26th of May at Top Secret. You can get tickets on my Instagram. Apart from that, I love you. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. Tell people about the podcast. Recommend the podcast to someone, another mentally ill person in your life. And yes, I'll see you next week. Bye.